Time to get the job done. Rerouting. Finding a new route.
Hey everybody, welcome in. I'm just getting started here, getting all my screens situated. We are starting off in Chicago tonight. At nighttime.
Ready to
And
roll.
I just saw something that I need to share with you guys. I'm hearing myself. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. What's up, Miss T? Good to see you. Miss T is part of the other couple that streams. Let's see if I can't beat up our boat. I haven't even adjusted our mirrors yet. It's a new old truck. I'm going in blind here.
Okay.
We got her though.
Here we go.
But yeah, something very interesting with Chicago. Whoop, parking brake would be good. So take you guys on a little adventure. I was just pulling in here, so there's Chicago at night. Looks pretty good. And then over here is a little Ferris wheel. We're gonna take a little journey. So there's your Navy pier. Yeah. Hey Vic, welcome in. Mr. and Mrs. T, you're here. You guys haven't checked out Mr. and Mrs. T, you should go check out Vic's channel. I'm not. The shout out thing on YouTube is a new thing for me. Let's see. I think that's... Well, that didn't work. Well, I tried. Oh. Alright, she's gonna run into me here. But we are taking this boat to some place. East St. Louis, I do believe. There we go, East St. Louis. So Chicago to East St. Louis. First trip of the night. And I did take... Let me adjust my mirrors here. I did take Vic's advice. I do have teleport working tonight. It's not as fancy as what he has set up. I just did something real quick, but more on that in due time. But see, I can quickly swap over to Mo's truck, and then I can swap back. I just don't have the whole, you know, swapping of boxes and stuff going on. Yeah, but we can spy in on her sometimes. Let's see if we can get this boat to East St. Louis in one piece, or if you know, we're gonna be delivering a submersible. Yeah, just watch this car. I'll pull
Get
off
ready
here,
to turn left.
just so we can keep an eye on her. How are you guys doing tonight, Mr. Mrs. T? I know it's you know, fellow West Coasters here, so it's about 10 p.m. here. It is late at this time for even us. And I crashed out early in the day, I think around noon. I took like a 2-hour nap. So that's got me a little rested. Meanwhile, Mo is not rested. These cars are not going to give me any leeway. We're night owls, right? Yeah, just, what have we got? We got another week and a half of school, roughly, for the kids. Whenever that subsides, then we can get sleep like proper human beings, instead of waking up super early.
Get ready to turn right.
I mean, it would be in preparation for next year's school system,
Turn
which is
right.
going to be even earlier. So right now we get up to get the kids to school at 7, but next year I guess we got to get up at 6 because they decided it would be smart if the kids' school started at 7 a.m. sharp.
Get ready to turn left.
The best times when the kids are sleeping. This is true. This is true.
Turn left.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was to have kids. But it used to be the high schoolers would start at, I think, 7. And the high schoolers' parents threw a fit, said it was too early. So they're like, well, someone's got to start early. So now the middle schoolers start at 6. Because they said the younger the kid is, the less sleep they need, was their thinking.
Please watch the speed.
I'm pretty sure that's reverse. Pretty sure that's backwards. Yeah. Schools. You get host. Yeah. Yeah, most people that live here in Vegas are lucky because they generally have grandparents around to help. We do not. Our closest relatives are in Hong Kong, so it's quite the trip. Lakeshore Drive, is that what they call this one? The scenic view. Do keep in mind this is early access, so if in the event we encounter any bugs or glitches or anything like that, it is still a work in progress, as stated at the top. Insider info, I guess. Since we've had early access these past couple of days, SCS has patched the game not once, not twice, but at least 3 times that I've noticed. And oh, need a no damage mod. No, we don't use no damage mods. I get the appeal. You can't take any damage. Yeah, I don't know. We have all the hardcore stuff turned on. So we do realistic fuel sim. We do the air brakes, right? So we can actually run our trucks out of air. with the advanced coupling on, which makes it harder to hook up. The reason people would run no damage mods, the biggest reason is because they want to run engines and transmissions that let them do not hundreds of miles an hour, but some people go thousands of miles an hour. I've toyed with it. Hey, there's gravel in that truck. I've toyed with it. I've played with it. I made a custom mod that made my truck weigh 50 tons. And then I made a custom transmission and engine that made me do like 3,800 miles an hour. But those people also disable traffic. So there's no traffic on the road. They turn off all fines and fees. They turn off all damage. And it's basically just an Autobahn, right, with no cars. And if you're familiar with Truckee, people do that on Truckee as well, and they go for nothing more than just distance. That's their whole leaderboard. Whereas for us, we can't. We have a maximum speed in game of 80. If we go above that, we get negative points. Might work for us on Friday. And once you get 80, your job's done. It doesn't even matter. The speed limit could be 80. If you touch 80, your job's done in hardcore trucking. They give you negative points and the whole job has failed. If you go more than 3 miles an hour with the speed limit, you get hit for speeding and you lose a point. I think it's like 1 or 2 points every mile that you speed. Yeah. So we play by the rules. The only thing we do is, California stops on stop signs because there's no tickets for that.
Caution.
So we do
Please
that.
mind the speed.
And see, I just got a ticket. Apparently, there was a speeding camera. Whoops. Yeah, apparently there was a speed camera back there. Oh well.
Caution.
So that's 5
Please
points
watch
off the
the
record.
speed
Plus damage. I don't have damage yet. Not a fan of getting fuel. Well, I mean, there's mods to remove that too. Yeah. Or we talked a little bit last night in your guys' stream. I have my methods. I have ways to not alleviate that, but to reduce that MST. So you would still visit the fuel pumps, but just not as often. I gotta get Vic hooked up, and then you'll see.
Keep left.
You'll see. What's up, Euro? Welcome in. So Euro does live in Chicago. He's
Hey, Hero, by the way, I
yeah. What city was that in?
I don't remember.
Is that Peoria? Peoria? I'm gonna continuously. Yeah. I'm just gonna forever butcher these names. It does. Is she talking to us? She's talking to Euro Pilot. Can you hear her? Oh, whoops. Huh? Whoopsie. Now she's talking to you guys.
Way to silence your wife.
I've
been talking to myself the whole time, I guess.
I may have had her mic turned down.
You all just think that I'm being rude.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I may have had her mic turned down.
No, I said hi, Euro. And I said, hey, we actually, turns out there are Union Station in here. We just didn't ran across it yet, but it is in the game.
Yeah, I was doing some YouTube videos earlier, and since we have both mics hooked up to the same mixer, right, like podcast style, I've got to turn her mic down so it doesn't pick me up twice when I'm recording videos. So anyways, I had her turned down. I didn't realize it. My apologies. She was saying all good things.
Hey, Jason.
Good to see you,
Tuning in from
Jason.
St. Louis. We are close to St. Louis, sort of.
See, now we can do things like, you can take a look at the front truck. So that's her truck.
That's my
Keep
truck.
left.
That's her truck.
Keep left.
There you go, Hero. Now she's driving.
I just said that you said you're gonna highlight whoever the driver is. This is my truck. I'm the one driving the Mac.
Yeah, I think I still need to mute my sound at some point. I got some more work to do on this.
So they're seeing your game audio, hearing your game audio.
Plus yours, yeah. I got some more work to do on that. But it's a work in progress. It's getting there. It is a neat tool to have. So I greatly appreciate it, Vic. Thank you very much. I was just messing around with it right before stream. You know how those things go. Once you get them set up, they're pretty solid, but you got to go through a couple of takes.
I like driving in daytime. I can see more stuff. I think these are all farmland.
Up to 70, I think.
Yeah, 70.
Yeah, once tweaked, it works great.
More corn.
Yeah, we just upgraded. You know, I dug into how it all works and stuff. Being a tech guy, I'm like, okay, I get it. But I just upgraded all of our routers and switches and everything in the house. So everything is up to 5 gig connections now throughout the house. Unfortunately, the internet's only up to 2 gig, but you know, future-proofed. Almost certain it's the blue line. Gotcha. The silver train you're talking about? I guess they call it the L train. Where are we headed to? We picked up at the pier in Chicago, and we're headed down to East St. Louis. So pretty much across the state, but still within the same state. Figured we'd just explore and take in the sights and sounds a little bit more. And today I've got my International 900i out. Again, another patriotic skin. If you guys are a fan of the older style trucks, this is about the oldest you get in the base game. This one is a used truck market only. But once you've purchased a used one, you can buy it from the dealer as a new truck. It's quite a good truck, actually, if you're into the older ones. I just figured since the International Truck Headquarters is here in Chicago, I may as well drive it. Yeah, they always leave some stuff out, but I mean...
Caution. Please watch.
I think, for one, I think they try to leave some room for modders to do some stuff, and at the same time capture the key tourist elements. So what we all think is an important part of the state, I think they definitely do go for points of interest. New to the game, it's still was the best way to learn about these things, such as the trucks, parks, etc.
Keep left.
In regards to like what trucks are in the used market and all that stuff, does the game have any helpful info tabs or guides? Not in particular. The stats are also a little bit misleading.
Keep left.
Once you know, it's a learning process, but once you learn it, you start to understand what the stats and stuff mean on the trucks when you're building them out as well. It gets a little bit easier. But that said, unless you truly understand like what engines you're choosing and what transmissions you're choosing, the little sliders don't really mean a whole lot.
Break time.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, this oil.
Okay.
Few vehicles are backing up.
We almost turned our boat into smithereens.
Greetings from Chicago.
Yeah, we're headed down to East St. Louis, and my phone is dying.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Come on, go faster. Like,
What's going on?
I don't know. This guy like over already then.
We're rush hour. We're like
8 a.m. All I want is to go right.
Just cut him off. Whoa. That semi truck. Yeah, decided he wanted to play with my rear tire. BNSF, and now you worked for Upper. Used to take trains to the St. Louis Depot Yard.
BNSF is in game.
BNSF is in game when we have our company sponsored.
Oh yeah, that's
on.
right. Yeah,
It's not
I
in,
forgot.
Yeah, not in base game. They conveniently left out all of the actual cities, or not cities, the actual companies.
Real company, but there are
Yeah.
mods to add real company in, so
Yeah,
like,
there
that's
are.
why I'm. Like,
You
I
know,
don't
it's,
remember seeing
it's
that.
like the old saying, right? There's an app for that. Well, ATS, there's a mod for that.
Yeah, I would say this game you can get as involved or deep into looking into stats, or as not involved as just picking a truck you feel like driving it and just keep driving. I'm not into looking at stats and stuff. Usually
Well,
I just have you
yeah.
build me the truck and I like the truck, I drive the truck. That was kind of it.
She's lucky because I take care of all the stuff for her.
Because you know, I don't care how my truck look or what are the dash toys and the things I put on. I have a very basic setup.
It's 70.
I just drive the same truck. I drove the same truck this entire year, which is the Mac Anthem that you're seeing now because I'm too lazy to change it.
It's 70, by the way.
Is it?
It's 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Exactly the
it's
same.
like, dude, I'd rather get jobs done than just spend an hour tinkering on these lights and whatever like
And
you
some of
guys do.
Some of these paid trucks too, even for me, it can take me over an hour to build one truck. Some of them have so many options and so many buttons
You're
and
the
stuff.
same.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Like,
We may get the truck tomorrow. Rumor?
may get the truck tomorrow. I don't know. We'll
Keep left.
see. Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Yes.
We'll see. Could be.
I think it's just gonna be
pre-patch.
Thursday.
I mean, it could be a pre-patch. I don't know. Steam did make a whoopsie. I don't. Numero and those guys at SCS are not too happy right now, for sure. If you guys didn't notice, if you check your Steam achievements right now, you guys all, even though you haven't paid for the DLC yet, it looks like everybody, and I mean everybody, got the achievement for exploring all the cities in Illinois. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen.
Is it because they loaded the map in?
I think it's because Steam messed up. Because those are all Steam achievements.
Oh. Those are probably minor.
It's minor, but still. You know, for the achievement hunters as an example, it's one of those things that you've just taken one of the things that they, you know, want to go chase it away.
I don't think I'll look at those achievements. I don't even know what achievements available. Maybe
Like,
I
do you remember
should.
that cornfield we went to the other day that had the track in the middle? Apparently you get an achievement for going to the middle of it.
Like with the corn mazes and
Yeah.
stuff? Oh.
Caution.
I didn't know
Please
that.
watch the speed limit.
But I think you have to be intentional with those achievements. Like you look at it, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go do it. Other than like just stumble upon, because
Bug
you
man, cool
probably
kid.
use a lot.
Keep left.
Barely need your head tracking. Yeah, having the camera turn when you turn the wheel is good. If you're using a more advanced wheel like a Moza or something like that, be careful of the engine resonance setting. That's when your wheel shakes based on the rumble of the engine. I have mine on. I think I have it like 3%. It's very, very low. But be careful with that in combination with the screen turning when your wheel turns, because you'll end up with your screen shaking. It'll be like vibrating. You just got to be careful with the two. But yeah, they're both very good settings. Just tweak them correctly. Pop-up stream at 1 Eastern with a 2026 Volvo as the truck on the announcements. Interesting. So maybe we will get it tomorrow. If we do, that's good. That means I can do my thing, you know, penalty. And
Does that mean we can drive in early access?
it means we could also drive it in early access. Everybody will be able to drive it if it launches tomorrow.
Cool.
You like the new Challenger they showed off? Yeah, that's part of the one of the new car packs that they'll be launching sometime this year.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Haven't had that or the terrain issue. What's the terrain issue? What's that car?
Keep left.
What car?
That guy.
Oh,
He may not come over though.
no.
He just came down to say hi. Now he's leaving.
They do that a lot.
Makes the wheel shake supposedly. Oh, that's it's called engine residence. It's a force feedback setting. By default, it's on 0.
Oh, like when you're stop at a stoplight, your wheels just vibrate?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think you have some setup for me that's minor.
I think I have yours on like 1 or 2%.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Yours is much higher than mine, and I drove on your wheel. I'm like, it's so weird. I feel like I got like my hands are restless.
Yeah, my
I was like,
wheels,
okay, I don't want my hands to be shaking right
my
now.
wheel's always shaking.
East
55.
St. Louis.
55.
I guess I have not been on this road.
I hope they update the AI behavior when the cars, real brands come out. I'm not sure. AI is a separate file in the game, so I'm not sure. Possibly,
Keep right.
but
And then exit right.
Right.
Exit.
there's a
right.
truck wheel clamp larger than 12 inches in width. That I'm not sure of. We haven't used those clamps in a while. We do have them around. I don't know as if it's wider than 12 inches though.
They should be able to tell you, like in this like product spec.
Amazon may have the specs.
I'll just type in Google exactly what that is,
Caution.
and then you should
Please
pull that
watch
with
the
AI
speed
these days.
Yeah. If I get my hands on one of our clamps, they're around here somewhere.
Keep left,
I could measure
and
it
then
later
turn
too,
left.
but it's probably on Amazon's spec sheet. If I had to guess, it's probably 8 inches or so. It wasn't massive because it does have to connect to the base, like the Moza wheelbase. You never know with AI these days. I think it's about that.
If it's Google, they're pretty accurate.
Yeah, some AIs act like real people when it comes to driving around trucks. Yeah, the AI is pretty awful, but so are real drivers. It's almost 1-to-1 when we go out here driving in Vegas. Visited a secret road with a wooden bridge. I have not. I have gone to a couple of secret roads, but not one with a wooden bridge. Where might that be, Tom? We may have to go on a road trip. Speaking of road trips, I am curious about the car pack. Namely, I'm curious about what kind of jobs you're going to be able to do in it.
I'm curious if they're doing anything for Route 66 with the road trip.
That too. If there's actual jobs to be done with the cars, then I might be somewhat interested. But
Otherwise, it'd be kind of just boring.
But if it's just driving,
Drive
then I
around.
wouldn't be interested in it.
They gotta have to put something in
Get
there.
ready to turn left.
Like, I know for the trucks, you'll likely have like local moves, like residential moves, and you'll likely have like you know,
Turn
horse
left.
hauling and cattle hauling and that kind of stuff, right on small scale with like a fifth wheel trailer. Maybe hauling one of these boats or something, right? I could see that with a fifth wheel truck. But I mean, what do you do with a Hellcat? I don't, or a Dodge Viper or a 1960s I have no idea.
I have to park it.
As far as shifter knobs goes, I had a Moza 8 shifter. I returned it, not because the quality was great, but I returned it because I didn't like it. The splitter stuff just wasn't for me. Not to mention you have to buy a splitter separate.
This is where it ends.
So I ended up getting the Moza sequential shifter, which I'm going to put back on my rig. I took it off and I've been using the scroll wheels as a shifter for sequential anyways. It makes... The scroll wheels work fine, but I did break a wheel recently.
Where's your parking spot at?
Kind of over where you're at.
Okay. Mine's here.
There's like a yard truck there.
Oh, I don't think I ever parked the boat.
We parked a boat the other day in the
But I don't remember having to back it in.
Okay. And they're not going to let me use all the room available, unfortunately. Yeah. We're going to cheat a little bit.
I don't know. The boat's kind of like chubby. I don't know if it's gonna fit in the thing.
Going to cheat a little bit here. Use our third-person cameras.
Oh shoot.
I heard a ticket.
That's me. My chubby boat hit the thing next to me. We gotta hit it again, I think.
Squeeze it in there. Customer expects delivery very soon. Okay, well, I mean, he could come help.
Alright, this is like impossible.
Be a
Almost.
flagger. There we go. You know what? This customer seems happy with it. I don't know why you would want your boat between two semi-trailers, but we got it there. There you go. He can enjoy his boat. What's up, Vasus? Welcome in.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know. It's a tight fit, man. Seriously.
That's one of those jokes again.
I mean, you can share my screen. I'm in a very good position right now, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see what Mo's got going on.
I'm trying to fit this chubby boat in between these two trailers. I already hit the trailer and got a ticket. I mean...
He's doing the top down?
Yep. I don't know.
Okay,
give me the green.
There you go. She got it.
Green light.
There you go. A round of applause, guys. There you go.
Hello, hello.
Back to my screen. And then let's.
I could probably do one more. That's it, though.
Another job here. Where is
this? Is
this
something from here? Where are we again?
Where's this wooden bridge at? I'm gonna have to do a quick Google search.
Thanks.
Let's see if we can go explore this. Narrow scenic, unmarked route, hidden roads. Okay, fine.
Ooh, there's some long route.
Let's see. Need to see if I can find. It must be outside of Champaign, if I had to guess.
If you want to visit that bridge, you should head from East St. Louis to the marina near Marion.
Where Lake Ren is supposed to be. Well, Lake Ren is not supposed to be anywhere. It's in the game. So there's that.
Any website that get good information on this game? I think your best bets are probably YouTube. Outside from, I would say, SCS blog.
But so like right here, this Aqua Vista in Marion, that is Ren Lake. So that's there's actually a viewpoint right here, and that shows you Rend Lake.
Oh, okay.
But he's saying if you want to visit the bridge, head from East St. Louis to the marina. Okay. So I mean, if the marina, I
There's
wonder
a
if it's right
marina?
there. I mean, I'll quick travel so I can reset my sleep. I'll just quick travel to Marion. Let's see if we can't find this bridge real quick.
Let's go. Okay, let's
Yeah, I
find a
could
new
travel
route.
too.
Go ahead and get our sleep done. It's a secret, so you must find it. Not that secret. Nothing a little pilot action can't find.
Marion?
There's a barrier there. That's not a hidden road. There you go. We'll take a look at this. This is a hidden road.
Never mind. I'll
There you
find
go.
a new route.
Let's see what's down here.
Is it a scenic point or a
Camper-
viewpoint?
Camper registration. This is a hidden road that's apparently going to open up, but only on one side. This would be a tight squeeze for a semi-truck. This looks like the campgrounds or something. This may not be where the bridge is, but it's a hidden spot nonetheless. Look at that. So you can take kids to the lake here in Illinois. The question is, I did this in Louisiana. Oh, it's not going to let me. So in Louisiana, I was able to drive onto the harbor, and I actually could drive on the water. I have a video of it somewhere. The water is hard as a piece of road. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a sidewalk. How far can we go before it blinks us? Is that Michael? Oh, it blinks us right there. Whoops.
That's not even a road.
Apparently there's a ditch there.
That's just the...
Okay. So we are on the other side of an invisible wall at the moment. We'll go back down the sidewalk. Need more crash shaders? Yeah. When you go off the road, things get very interesting, to say the least. So we will color in this one. Crash? Nah.
That's just a checker. So it's not adding crash.
We have an ATS 2 key. I mean, we have the game, but I don't have any
Please
keys
mind
to give out or
speed.
anything.
Caution. Please watch
Yeah,
the
and
speed.
again, this is all base game as well, so all your graphics and graphs and all that stuff are just all base game. Can't use our mods and things until Thursday. She does look a little bit nicer when you mod it up and stuff. Not that this doesn't look good. SCS has done a good job, especially with Illinois. But their game engine could use an update for sure. I think I could make a right down here. How far we can go, I don't know. a crossroads here. Looks like there's a lot of crossroads down in here. Lots and lots of campgrounds.
It looks good without mods. Yeah, I think it looks good without mods, but then it just looked better
Yeah.
with mods. So it can't go wrong from here on.
Now you do have to be picky in what mods you run because some are questionable.
Yeah. But there are some graphic mods out there that make it look really realistic.
This is going to be another little beach spot, I think. Just a little parking area. So I guess if you wanted to come out and get a nice scenic view of the lake, you could do that out here.
Like a picnic area.
But there's no bridge out here, alas. Tom did say it was out towards Marion Lake, right? That one's got a barricade, so we can't go through there. Can't get through there. That's a legitimate road. Conditions can be dangerous. No?
Okay, let's find a new route.
But
Here we go.
I'll leave you to your exploration.
You're gonna do
Why
part.
don't you hide my camera so people can see the navigation as well? And I think I'm gonna have to go also.
So here we go out into whatever this is. We're trespassing now, officially. This is interesting. Apparently we found a new viewpoint. Can you fly over the barricade? To a certain extent, you can. You can, like, if you're not careful, you can... Hey, there's the bridge. Bridge may be dangerous. I mean, what's the worst could happen? We need to get upstairs if we want to see that viewpoint. This is a pretty cool little area, though. We'll do a 180 here and go and check out that viewpoint real quick. I do feel like this is one most people won't see. Yeah, she's gonna go tuck the kiddos in, I think. Alright, let's take a look. See what this is. Oh, the Marion Quarry. I would go out on a limb here and bet that this is not active anymore. I would say this one's definitely abandoned. This does look nice, though. This reminds me of the Thornton quarry that we were doing jobs from. Whoops. Hey, there's the first pickup truck in the cars pack. $4K trees and grass mod worth it? It depends on which graphics mod you're running. If you're using something like PNG, I would say no, because PNG has its own trees and graphics. But if you're not running any graphics mod and you run just those trees, then it's fine. Those trees and stuff were actually intended to be ran with Weather 3.7 and Weather New Lighting 3.7. The same guy made the trees, the grass, and those other two mods, so they work together. But if you try to use them with an alternate graphics mod, they work. but you may be downgrading the trees versus upgrading them. It just depends on which one you're running. And you might be utilizing more system resources than you would otherwise if you were just running the one graphics mod. How far back does this thing go, I wonder? Warning. Okay. Well, if we fall off, we blame Tom. Ooh, we made her. If we fall off one of these bridges, guys, it's all Tom's fault. You're using PNG. Yeah, PNG, if you read the description on PNG base, it actually tells you there that it brings in its own textures and all that stuff. Blame Tim? Yeah. I guess we're no longer trespassing. And now we're back to trespassing. A little bit of a journey here. You held your breath for a minute. Yeah, they get pretty sketched. If you guys, I don't know if you guys were around for the Halloween event, but they had a pretty sketchy bridge in the Halloween event map as well. If you went up that way, it was like up on the mountains, up on the mountain route to get to and from the castle. I think most of you went through the trees, which was one route. I think it was the fastest route. But you could also take a mountain route to get there. Gonna add anything else to our truck setups? I don't think so. And I'll have my, I plan on putting my shifter back on, but aside from that, I don't think so. Keep in mind though, we also use our computers for our day job. So having a full-on sim rig is not practical when I've got to sit here and actually do real work off the computer. These secret roads make it worth the money. Yeah, it's good fun too. And I'm exploring all of these with the car pack in mind. Woo! There we go. There's your view. And we'll just have a little looky here. Well, that's not bad. So, I don't think we've gone across that bridge just yet. Maybe we did. The old container there. Where's the fishing pole, right? That's what it's got me thinking too. Let's see what else we got out here. You know someone's fallen off of these things and had to call a tow truck. Wait a minute. What's over there? Okay. I thought it was a cave. I was like, we're gonna run into Superman. Okay. We're about to drive that way. This is not the quarry by Chicago. This is in Marion. Thornton Quarry in Chicago is actually active. That one's also very, very cool, and it's very massive. This one feels a little bit smaller than that one, but obviously this one's overgrown and abandoned. This is the Marion Quarry. I suppose this one was probably active before the one in Thornton, if it was ran by the same company. do you think that's the end of it? I think we'll do one last fly around before we depart here. That's kind of cool. That's the little area we were just at. It's down there. Oh, there's a train track over here. Makes sense. So yeah, we drove all the way over here. Didn't explore down here, but I do think this just goes back to the road. There's Haven. Okay. So you can actually take a napper at Haven and then go exploring across the street. Conditions in this area can be dangerous. Take a detour. Yeah, the Thornton Quarry, let's see if I can actually get a job from there. So I'll go back up to Chicago.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Let me get a little napper here, and then we'll check on the job board, see what we can get. More roads to the road trip. It'll be interesting. Road trip, the only thing that I'm pretty sure of, again, this could change, because road trip is not out, so I don't want to speak for SCS, but last I knew is that road trip was going to be its own module. Meaning, kind of like the... Did I show them this is a Grand Canyon? I did not, actually. I forgot. So we'll have to catch it on the previous live. But the road trip's supposed to be its own module, kind of like the driving academy is. So instead of clicking on, like, career, you would go into Burlington. I feel like we did that, but could be wrong. We do want us a little bit longer, maybe. Jonesboro, that's not a bad drive. Chicago to Jonesboro, take a yard truck down. That one over to Colby. Oh, that's not from Namick though. That one is. Do we take some gravel? I'm gonna check and make sure I haven't done this job before I just go and do it. So the other thing is with Truckee, you can't repeat routes. So there's a 48-hour cooldown. So you want to make sure you haven't done the same run in 48 hours. So I have a little tool here that I used to check my previous runs. And it looks like I'm okay. So we'll take that guy. We'll get down to the Thornton Quarry. Alright. It is just here. Slow down a little bit. We'll plop our truck here and we'll drive into the quarry.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then turn left.
So this is Thornton Quarry. Open up. Knocky knock. Here we go. I do believe they have a couple of trailers of gravel for me to pick up. Is it confirmed tomorrow? Not confirmed, but they did tease it, so it's a good chance. Couldn't take this. What truck are we using? This is the International 9900i. Where is my pickup point? Oh boy. Well, alright, well we're going in the quarry, guys. Yeah, this is probably the oldest truck in the game currently, like base game. I didn't see a one-way sign. So this is a used truck only. You can buy it new once you've bought it used. Should be released with Illinois. The truck, that would be my guess, but they have released trucks early before, and it wouldn't shock me if they do release it tomorrow. Just to make sure that if there's any bugs on the day of release for the state, that it is state related and not truck related. So I understand why they would release them separately, and for a troubleshooting perspective. Plus the truck is free and the state's not. Right, so everybody will get the truck, but the state you'll have to pay for. Need to add more old trucks to the game. We are getting, they talked about it on the December stream. We are getting, okay, that's my trailer over there. We're getting the Ford CTL, as well as the Scania 112. These hitboxes are a little bit big. So we will have some older trucks joining the team. And we also are going to get, they're not old trucks, but we're going to get the International HS, is it the HSX, I believe? It's another truck in development. I'm just glad to see not everything is a Peterbilt. Don't get me wrong, I like Peterbilts too, but I like a good variety.
Time to hit the
Yeah.
road.
Tease the Ford cab over. Yeah, that's the CTL 9000, I believe they call it. I'm really excited about that one.
Reroute.
I'm not a big fan of cab overs, generally speaking. Ouch. But that one looks good.
Recomputing. Finding a new route.
But we made it real far before we hit something. About 6 feet. 2 or 3. Yeah, that's the Ford CLT 9000 and then the Scania 112. They're both cab overs. And I don't know if you'd call it an old truck, but they're reworking the Peterbilt 389, and they may bring some different variants of it in, just as part of its tuning kit, but that's not confirmed. I know we will get the
Okay, let's
389. Okay. We'll get the 389X, which is the modern
Never mind.
version, the final
Okay,
version they made
let's
before they
find a
shut
new
down
route.
production. So I know we'll get that. Getting something like a... oh, there were several other trucks, just not old ones. Like the Volvo, the Mack Pioneer, the CLT 9000, the Mike 112, the HSX from International, and then there was another one they showed but they didn't name. I think that was it. I did highlight, there was 7 of them in total. I did highlight it in a recent video. I don't feel like I just named 7, did I?
Go straight on. Get ready to turn left.
IRL if I had to drive a truck?
Turn
Current day, most likely a Pioneer. Most likely a Pioneer. I'm a logical and practical person, so probably a Pioneer. It would of course depend on industry, but for a highway hauler, probably the Pioneer. If I was going to
Caution.
do vocational
Please
style
mind the
stuff,
speed limit.
like heavy duty logging or mining or something like that, then probably a C580. Probably go that route.
Get ready to turn right.
They added the harvester factory near Moline. So they did. If it's the same
Turn
thing we're
right.
thinking about. In game they call it the Antlion is the name of the thing. That's the stock in game name. You could take jobs from there. And you could take jobs from there to Quincy, I think. Oh, welcome in, listen. Yeah, no, currently the game is at 4K resolution and 200% scaling at the moment. It's not easy to run these settings. You need to have like a 5080 or better, I would say. And I don't recommend scaling 4K more than 100%. The gain is minimal. But yeah, I have it at 200, and I notice it helps with the edginess and stuff like that a little bit. The only harvester factory in the world for John Deere. Interesting. That would explain why there's green harvesters in the game now. They don't say John Deere, but they are green, so I mean, you can deduce what it is, right? It's kind of like the Teslas we see in game. They don't have the T on them. They don't say Tesla, but they're obviously Teslas. I'm sitting a bit further back than I would like to. Are we still in Convoy? I feel like we're still in Convoy. We should probably leave Convoy. Move to session. Go ahead and adjust my seat. Get a little bit closer here. Quite a bit closer, actually. I do like being closer and having my FOV back. Personal preferences. And of course, my mirror just went wonky. That's good enough. 5 minutes from that factory. Yeah, we went through a residential spot the other day in game, and I was like, it'd be kind of weird if one of those houses was yours.
Go straight on.
No, Liza, I cap FPS at 60 because the game doesn't go above 60. Anything above 60 is burning out your graphics card for no reason. So best bet is to cap it at 60. And 1440p isn't a stream resolution. It's not kind to stream. It's kind of an ultra wide kind of setup, and YouTube and Twitch are not big fans of it. You want to stream either 4K or 1080p. No, I have a Tobii eye tracker. I don't like it. If you know, for people who use it and they like it, great. But it's decent tech. It's not for me. I don't want to have to move my head or have the screen move when I move my eyes. So kind of defeats the purpose. Like if I'm looking left, I don't want to have to bend my eyes to look at the screen. The only time I would see it being useful is if you had a multi-monitor setup, but then you don't need it. Dalton, Georgia, carpet capital of the world. I grew up in Macon, cool kid, so a little bit familiar with Georgia. Warner Robins, Atlanta, all that area. Lived out in Augusta for a bit. Yeah, the Southern Appalachians, essentially. The thing that'll be really interesting in Georgia, if they're able to capture it when they get down there, they would need dynamic weather to do it right. But if they could include like the mud boggin pits and stuff like that, that's commonly found in Georgia mixed with all the red clay, that would be pretty cool. If you live in Georgia, you know the bog pits. Convoy doesn't show to join. Yeah, I don't know. I've never in order to get people in Convoy, I always have to invite them, or we have a server and we use the server ID. That whole Convoy list thing is not, it's never been good. Georgia's crazy but cool. Yeah, just watch out for those snakes. The snakes are my biggest fear.
And then exit left.
There's a lot of things in Georgia that want to kill you. And that list only gets longer the further south you go. What's up, Mania? Welcome back. So Vic, what I would do for your Convoy thing is go into your open up your Steam friends. So start your Convoy list, go into your Steam friends, and then invite Mrs. T into the Convoy. And that should get her there. So you can kind of bypass the whole Convoy screen. Oh, in Georgia, just rat and king snakes. Water moccasins and rattlesnakes are pretty common. Copperheads, of course. Copperheads are everywhere. And then I think southern Georgia. Yeah, southern Georgia, you start getting those, the coral snakes. They have them in Florida as well. And there's like, coral snakes are interesting because there's a poisonous one and there's a non-poisonous one. There's this whole like rhyme about how the colors go. And I'm like, yeah, no, if I see a coral snake, it's a dead snake. That's my stance on those in general anyways. Dynamic weather system. Yeah, dynamic weather, I mean, even for the states they have in, would already, you know, it would add a lot to them. As we get into areas further, like obviously Seattle and things, they have a pretty dynamic weather system up there, IRL. So dynamic weather would help them out a lot. British Columbia would be massive. All these states that we're in currently have a really heavy winter, right? Like Chicago is no joke in the winter. The dynamic weather would help all these guys out as well. And then if or when they ever get to the ice roads, right, we gotta have something. You haven't been able to convoy with any mods ever? Yeah. So, I don't know why it is, but that convoy list, even without mods, I haven't been able to get any servers to show up in there. So I just ignore that convoy list altogether. If you run a server, you can join with a server ID. Like we have servers, hosted servers through Truckee Mods. They offer them. So we get our servers from them. But if you're hosting locally off your PC, then it's best to just invite your Steam friends once you're in the convoy and they jump right in. But yeah, after this run here, maybe I'll jump out to Moline and see if we can't take a job from the antlion manufacturer that's in game. And I'm pretty sure that's the John Deere plant you're talking about. Well, yeah, cool kid. They've already announced British Columbia, so we're getting that probably in December. Is my best guess. But they won't stop with British Columbia, right? That's just phase 1, and that's the southern bits of British Columbia, so it'll be like Vancouver Island. It'll pretty much be what I think ProMods covers. I have a feeling it's what they'll be doing. But that will leave out like 150 Mile House and everything north of that. We are en route from Thornton Quarry, Chicago, out towards, where are we headed? Jonesboro, Arkansas. Taking some rock. Vancouver Island, yeah. Yeah, Vancouver Island is in the game now if you grab ProMods, which is pretty good map. Highly detailed. It's one of the best maps for ATS. Speed limits are obviously a bit low because it's kilometers, not miles. But that said,
please mind the speed limit.
I found it interesting that Canadian speed limits are actually higher for trucks, at least, than Washington State speed limit. Washington State limits trucks to 60, and at least in Canada you can do 65 or 68 depending on the area. Yeah, South Dakota is the next DLC in line, cool kid. Again, nothing official from SCS. Don't hold me to this. It's not from them, it's just from me. But my best guess for South Dakota is likely August or September. Hey, what's up, Chinook? Welcome in. I would say August or September we see South Dakota. Sometime between now and then we see the cars packed, and then December-ish we see British Columbia. That's been their cycle from last year, and I don't see any reason why it wouldn't continue this year, unless they hit a big snag of a delay, which they do happen. But you know, I wish those guys the best of luck and pray that they don't run into anything like that, because we all want more content. Say September, November for South Dakota. It won't be November, because it wouldn't give them time for that DLC to run its course before they drop British Columbia. And I'm questionable about September. I think it would be earlier. Doctor. Tornadoes in Oklahoma. Yeah. Yeah, dynamic weather would add a lot. Obviously, I think the majority of us are more familiar with American weather than we are European weather. I don't know what dynamic weather would do in Europe, but in America it would add a lot. Does anybody know? Does Europe get things like tornadoes and hurricanes and stuff like we do over here? I have no idea. I know they get rain and snow and that stuff, but I don't know if they get the crazy tornadoes like we do. No, they don't. I wonder what that is. Is it just more mountainous over there? It's hard for tornadoes to form in the mountains, but I mean, it can happen, but it's rare.
Keep left.
And then up in back to the 2 a year. I don't think so. I don't think so. tornadoes in the fields and stuff as a visual thing. That would be a little weird though. Like
Keep left.
even Farm Sim, while they have air quote dynamic weather, and they do have tornadoes in Farm Sim. I've encountered a couple while I was playing it. And they do destruction and things like that, but at the same time, to the actual player, the tornado is harmless. I had a short where I ran inside of one in Farm Sim, and it did nothing. My guy was like right in the middle of the tornado. I was just looking up, you know, through the eye of the tornado, and I was just walking around chilling. So while it'll destroy trees and crops and stuff, it won't do anything to the player's equipment or the player itself. On your way to Fort Madison, Iowa? Oh, in that picture. Oh, gotcha. In the distance is a visual thing. Yeah, they could do them like off the side of the map, I suppose. Out where you can't get to. They could add it into their skyboxes, but they'd have to make that skybox rare, I suppose. And the way their skyboxes work is all skyboxes populate everywhere, so you could end up being in like the Colorado mountains and have a tornado come down, which would be odd.
Caution.
So they'd
Please mind the
have to
speed.
come up with a system for that. Granted, whoever did the Alaskan map, they separated climates. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. We are way past the Q1 cutoff, but I think South Dakota is further along than we think.
Keep right.
I see South Dakota coming sooner than we all think. Can't wait to see what Road Kings does. Yeah, I had a sneak peek at Road Kings. Where they're sitting right now is the gameplay loop is good. So gameplay is good. Dynamic weather is got its moments, but it needs work, and the controls are really janky. They need to redo controls, and they need to add in steering wheel support, because currently they only support the steering wheels from Target. They don't support like Moza or any of that stuff. The map design's fine. It'll grow over time over there. Well, the G920, all the logic stuff, I call those Target wheels. They support those because you can buy them from Target. But again, they don't support the more simulation style rigs. So like Fanatec or SimLogic or Moza, like they don't support any of those. Why the game worked, Real Business of Billboards will not. Yeah, those ones need to be the exact placement on both games. Road Kings is on the border, Georgia-Florida line border. Takes inspiration from real world and then uses creativity on top of it. So it's a mix. Did we have to go in or not? I don't remember. I'm gonna go in anyway. I did kind of miss the beat.
Recomputing.
We must have gotten the green light.
Keep left.
It's one of those things, better safe than sorry. Why the speed limit on the interstate's 30, I don't know. I get in trouble for yeah, I can answer certain things. I am mindful that, you know, we're playing an SCS game in early access right now, so I don't want to get too into it, but the physics currently, if you've played Busbound, that's what you're dealing with. There's no sense or feeling of weight in Road Kings at the moment, so it's more stuff that they've got to work on. Again, there's no release date for that game at all, so we'll see what it's like when it comes out. You don't understand, is the roads that have that can't go down there, but AI can? Yeah, so AI goes past those barriers, Michael, and then they despawn. Whoa. So essentially, those things that have X's on them are areas that have not been developed. So yeah, they go off there. That's like their spawn despawn point for the AI. The way the AI works in this game is every player has essentially a bubble around them, and I don't know the exact size of the bubble, but let's say it's 300 meters, right? So all traffic for a particular player spawns within that 300 meter bubble, and then as you're moving, the 300 meter bubble is obviously moving with you. So where the traffic spawns continues to progress. All right, we can bypass this one, and it does the same thing in Convoy. And it gets interesting in Convoy because now every player has a unique 300 meter bubble. You'll feel like a lag, jolt, or spike when the bubbles overlap. That's why in Convoy you feel that. But once you get together and you're riding next to each other within 300 meters, then your bubbles are essentially stacked and the lag doesn't happen, it goes away. So that's why when you're convoying, you want to stay as close as possible or stay a minute or two real life time away from each other so that you don't cause each other issues.
And then exit right.
But what happens when you stack the bubbles, let's just say everybody gets 100% traffic, right? I think everybody's traffic by default is set to 1 is the variable. When you stack that, now your variable is 2, and then it goes to 3, 4, and so on. And it's all within that 300 meter bubble, so you can end up with a whole bunch of cars if you have a big convoy.
Keep left.
The downside of that, or the funny side, is that the bubbles don't know each other exist. So you can actually have your cars spawn on top of your buddy's cars, and you can see cars go flying into the air like rocket ships. We've seen that a few times on stream. So once the cars are on the road, they'll interact and behave normally, but during the spawn, it can get kind of weird. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes. And that's why sometimes you'll be driving down the road, and on the opposite side, you'll notice there's like a massive wreck. There's cars just laying all over the road, just because they've spawned in a weird situation. More often than not. I mean, accidents do happen between AI drivers, but more often than not, it's spawn related. We will be approaching Jonesboro in just a couple of minutes. I haven't driven this truck in a while. Used to call this truck Old Betsy. Night, Armageddon. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. And after we drop this off, I'll be headed up to, what is it? Was it Quincy? Springfield? Marion? Maybe it's Marion. That has the John Deere plant. We'll find it. That's where we'll head up to next.
Keep left.
And then for those of you in Moline, there you go. I'll get the name right. Pretty good filling the map of Illinois. They did. I'm impressed with Illinois. I really am. I liked Louisiana, but I do believe I like Illinois even better. They're both solid DLCs. Now they gotta revamp filling the old states. Yeah, I knew that one was coming. I was like, SCS did a great job. So much so to their own detriment, because now their own streams are going to be filled full of revamp this city win, revamp this city win, and revamp state win. Yeah, it's those poor guys. They need an army. Like, having done some of my own mods myself, I know the amount of work that goes into these things, and it's no short of a miracle with what these guys are doing with the team that they have. If you ever wondered why sometimes even the paid modders, some of these guys will have teams of like 6 to 8 people. So some paid modders have a team even more than that, to make these trucks and stuff that they do make. And even with a team that size, it still takes them upwards to, 8 to 12 months to make one of these trucks that you guys enjoy. It's no easy task, that's for sure. What's up, Mikey? Good to see you, man.
Keep right, and then exit right.
It'd just be nice to revamp the first maps. Oh, I agree. And living in Nevada myself, I would love a Nevada rework.
Exit right.
I do think it's very likely. When, I don't know, but I do think it's very likely it happens. Just the main ones. Yeah, no, I think we'll likely see a Nevada rework. It's a matter of when and priorities.
Keep left.
Is there a garage in Moline? We'll find out in just a moment. I'm about to drop off here and then I'll take a look. I think there is a Moline garage. If there is, I'll buy it. Just so I can go over and have a look at the area.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Melt your shoes off. It can get pretty warm. I don't recall if it was last year or year before last, but I have seen 128.
Get ready to turn right.
For me, 100 feels good, but 128 was a bit much. That was something else.
Turn right.
Yeah, we broke 106 today. User there, I think he's driving in coast to coast from the looks of it.
Get ready to turn
Heading over
left.
to Mississippi.
Turn left.
I think I'm in the wrong lane. That's okay. I don't want to get a ticket, but I don't want someone pulling next to me either. Put the beacons on. Here. Here, we'll be a wide load for one turn. how you rectify that situation. Any keys to go for Illinois or just to show off? Oh, geez. Oh yeah, the coast to coast gets brutal with speeds. But I asked SCS for keys. I don't know if we will get them or not. But we may, and if we do, then it would likely be doing giveaways either during videos or during live streams after Illinois has launched. I don't think we'll get anything in advance, if that makes sense. Mainly because you can't even buy the game right now on Steam. But yeah, SCS has been very, very nice to us. They did say if we ever needed or wanted keys to give away to the community, whether it be for the latest DLC or previous ones, right? We could ask and maybe get something. Yeah, the whole team over there, especially the marketing team, are very generous. Greatly appreciate those guys.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn left.
See, these are those optional signs, the big, like, hexagon-looking red ones. Those are the optional ones.
Turn left. Here we are, safe and sound.
A tight turn. Get this double in here, right at the entrance. We did it though. Here we go. Go ahead and drop that off. Not skin falling off hot. Yeah. All right, let's do a quick travel to, you said Moline. Moline. I do believe that is the right city. A quick travel there. We'll get a little bit of rest, and then we'll look at the job board. How are we? I think we're about an hour and a half. I haven't gone looking for it. I've been out there once as an employee when I worked for government contractor. I was out there on a project, but you don't drive out there. They fly you out there. So no one, I mean, I shouldn't say no one. Some people drive out, but most people fly out. So no one really knows how to get to where they work at. So a lot of people that work there in Vegas, you need a mod for Area 51. Not in real life, you don't. You need credentials. But a lot of people in real life, they drive out to Las Vegas airport, and then there's a plane. Oh boy. Sometimes when you sleep, you lose your air. But they were out at the Las Vegas airport, and there's specific jets that pick up employees, and they fly them from Las Vegas airport to Area 51. Weird stuff ever happened? No, I think a lot of that stuff is just fictional. Freight market. So let's see, Moline. We did do that one before. I'm not going to do that one again, but we did do that before. We're looking for ant lion. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's Urea? There was it. Am I not getting lucky today? Antline. There we go. So it's in Peoria. The thing I'm thinking of anyways. You were saying that the playback trees. The only yeah. Let's see. World map. I wonder, is that the dealer across the street? Um, Although it could be Peoria. Antlion is one of. There's a blog article on it. Let me see what they said about Antlion. See. So they said Antlion, it's a large construction machinery factory in Peoria. So you can take vehicles straight from the production line to their new dealer, Groundbreaker, in Quincy. So if you get a job that goes from Antlion to Quincy, apparently Antlion is a real thing. What's the company name? I don't know who it's supposed to be. Probably Caterpillar. What is the heavy? Let's see. What does Google say? I guess there's multiple. Caterpillar, Komatsu, Central Manufacturing, Boley Tool and Machine Works. They're all out there. So I bet they have the one place to kind of represent all of them. If I had to guess. I'm thinking that's probably.
Drive safe.
Let's take a look over there. It's just across the street anyways. That's in
Turn
our.
left, and then
We'll
continue
pay a little
straight
bit.
on.
Pay a little bit of taxes here. Don't you hit me. Okay, that's what he gets. Blue cars are the enemy.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
This looks a little bit like the John Deere area. This would be the plant. They call it McLean. Right? Some harvesters and tractors, some Krone equipment sitting on that one. It's funny because it's one of the only licensed farm equipment products they have in the game at the moment is Krone. And so you can actually see their name on a lot of this stuff right there. Yeah, a little Krone. What was that? What do they call those things? It's oh shoot, tether. There we go. Flips the grass around, turns it into hay. That's probably a New Holland, but not called New Holland. I don't see any green ones. Let's see what, we'll check the jobs here. The Bobcat is out as well. Compact tractor, see rotary rakes. Oof, some of these are really All right, let's go down and check out Antline. Let's go see what that's all about. I need to repair my truck now anyways. Windrower. There you go. I think that may have been a tedder, but one of the two. Tedder or a windrower. All right. Freedom. Where is Antlion?
Let's do this.
We'll go flying here in the interest of time. Sure, we're not going to send our truck flying.
Rerouting.
Close out and play some tunes. Yeah. Take care, buddy. Thanks for dropping in, Mr. and Mrs. T.
Turn right. It's all over now.
Let's see. So we got heavy machinery here. Looks like caterpillars. We got green buckets and yellow buckets. All sorts of buckets. Let's see what kind of job we can get here. Those are heavy hauls. I'm going to save those. I'll probably do a video with them. Peoria. Going all the way to Baton Rouge. I don't see anything local. Nothing going to Quincy. A bummer. Peoria Junction City. We could take that. Take some Bobcats. Fast food and stuff. Maybe smaller trucks and trailers. We might get some of that in the car pack. Possibly. We'll just take this guy. Superman. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I have not been from Peoria Junction City. We have not done that. We'll take that job. That's fine. Get on the road. Where's my trailer? There she is. Yeah, I think your Uber Eats may come with the car pack. We're a little bit centered here. I don't want to suck under the trailer.
Time to get the job done.
Yeah. Haul a couple of bobblecats, a couple of bobcats out of here.
Turn left.
Hey, yeah, Mike, we stumbled into a little ran down quarry. Down in Marion. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Good to see you, man. Welcome in, welcome in. The little ran down quarry in Marion, that was pretty cool. Down by Wren Lake. A nice little baby cats, yeah. Ooh.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
after this one, I may, if you guys stick around, I may teleport up to Chicago and, International Eagle. Yeah, it's a 9900i. Got her set up in the day cab configuration. I do have a mod for this truck. It puts a big crane on the back of it. I built it out earlier, and then surprise, surprise, my game crashed. So, so I lost my truck. I'm gonna have to rebuild it later. But I was just wanting to drive something a little bit different offline, and well, tried and failed. But after this, I may teleport back up to Chicago, and then go back out to the International Truck Headquarters with the 9900i, so we can put an International in front of it. Ought to make a good YouTube
Keep right,
short.
and then turn right.
We'll take this puppy
Turn
home.
right.
Have a good night, cool kid. Thanks for hanging out.
Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
We've got 2 days until everybody can join us on the roads of Illinois. Turn by turn navigation part of the new update. No.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Voice nav is base game.
Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
Yeah, voice nav is in your settings, audio, and then you scroll down towards the bottom, and you'll see voice nav options. There's a good group of them in there.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
That bus straight up ran that stop light. Not sure what train that is, but if I don't find the train, it'll find me. Ask Mikey. I'm a little bit scared.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
I don't need that one hitting me in the side. Been there, done that. Hey, they went a U-Haul truck. It just didn't say U-Haul on it. There's a couple of Bobcat front loaders. Small but mighty. Union Pacific, it could be. Canadian Pacific. What was it? Union Station is in here as well. That is Rockport over there. Nice little steel depot. What are you doing up, Mikey? I figured you'd be in bed.
Go straight on.
Huh. Sleeper cabs are oversized loads. I mean, the sleeper cab is not really needed based on the load. We're gonna leave that there and block traffic. We have a couple
Go
of
straight
extra
up.
hours in game. We'll come back and get the trailer. Yeah, if you look at like a T800 or a C580 or something like that, they're actually more commonly found as a day cab. A lot of them. The 49X Western Star, a very common day cab truck. It's because they're more vocational. They do a lot of heavy hauls with them. What is this? I feel like I need a fishing pole or a hunting rifle, right? We need one of the two. Oh, I should probably not speed. I keep forgetting I'm on the job. Well, that's a bummer. Can't believe there's a speed limit back here. Another nice fishing spot. That's right. We got a viewpoint and everything. Left the trailer in the middle of the road. That's right. That's right. They could take care of it for me. I'll come back and get it. New hidden road. Yes, sir. This is, I don't even know where we're at. I just stumbled into this one. This looks like a little fishing hole. We're going to figure out what it is in just a moment. We're going to look at this viewpoint. We sure got a lot of fishing boats out here. Not very big ones, but little John boats. We're looking for a train at the railroad track? Not yet. What do we call this? Banner Marsh State Fish and Wildlife Area. There you go. There you go. So if you guys are from Illinois and familiar with it, that's where we're at. Yeah, State Fish and Wildlife Area. I do reckon there's a good breeding ground for snakes back here. Guessing a state park, that's what it looks like. It said it was a marshland. We also had a sleeper cab. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be cautious of the type of interesting people you may encounter out here in the middle of the night, though. There could be some very interesting people in the early AMs. Alright, so let's go back and get our trailer, get back on the road. I would continue to explore, but I'm pretty sure we've seen most of everything.
Hit the road. Finding a new route.
It's just going to take us in a circle, I'm pretty sure. This might actually take us back to the road.
I'll find a new route. Recomputing.
Dueling banjos, yeah.
Rerouting.
Yeah. There's a couple different roads to get here. Trailer should be just down here. then we'll get back on the job.
Go straight on. Finding a new route.
Always that guy tries to squeeze in behind a semi-truck or an airplane. Those guys make headline news.
Go straight on. Finally, we are here.
No traffic jam. A little one.
Let's go.
A little one back there. They've been waiting patiently. Blame it on another driver. It had nothing to do with me. I'm just picking this trailer up. I heard the driver quit. This is a trailer rescue operation. I'm just here for trailer recovery. That's it. That's right, Ryan. He got the text message. He got fired. What was it they told Tom Cruise in Top Gun? He had some questionable activities with the Admiral's daughter. It was one of them situations, I'm pretty sure. Where did all that come from? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, yep. Or farmland.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Yeah, from what I read, I guess soybean, corn, and wheat is kind of three staples in Illinois. I'm sure they grow more, but that's what the internet said. Whole lot of corn. Nice little backcountry drive. You're home and I'm back. Welcome back. You seen this corn on the cob frozen at your grocery store? Does it say grown in Illinois on it?
Go straight on.
Pumpkins as well. I would think pumpkins would be more of a seasonal thing, are they not? I would think.
Turn right.
Blackwell Pharmacy. One of those green grass stores. Not a fan of pumpkin pie. It depends. Grandma's pumpkin pie and Costco pumpkin pie is pretty good. Just got off of work. That's late, man.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
But this is the type of night I do my best thinking. Joys of being a QA? Yes, sir. Pumpkin's the best pie. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few good pies. Pumpkin's up there. You best think of while you're daydreaming. I'm not gonna lie, my best thoughts come in the shower. I'll take a shower, I'll come out and I'll be like, oh, I should do a mod for that. And then that's how mods are born. But no, also at work as well. I'll think up some new strategy or some new plan for work. It's like, oh, I gotta tell the guys. Fresh out of the shower, not even dressed, and I'm making phone calls. That's where you started your daydreaming? Yeah. Alright, fair. Guess you could daydream in the shower. Other commodities surpass it. Well, there looks like a whole lot of corn. In ATS's world, I think corn's the #1 Illinois crop. And in Canada, the #1 crop is wheat. It's one of them things, if you know, you know. Battle of kids, get them in classes. Yeah, Euro, you better log out, man. I do appreciate you hopping in, hanging out as always. And now with this new teleport thing, I can get. I got to do some more finagling with it, but I think we're going to be able to do quite a bit of stuff with this new teleport thing. I could get Mo's game up on stream a lot easier, and
Keep left. And
yeah.
then
So what
turn
I'm
left.
saying is we could probably get some Mo stream soon. Just have her fully lead the stream, at least until she
Turn
goes
left.
to take care of stuff. And I might even start multi-streaming on her Twitch. Visit Navy Pier. We were just up there. Is that kind of where it starts? My plan is to go back up there to the International Truck headquarters after this run. So if that's where Route 66 starts, is Navy Pier, that's not too far away from where I had planned on going. We could take a look. Yeah, this OBS teleport thing is pretty good. They moved Route 66 to Navy Pier. When you say they, do you mean SCS or the federal government? How the federal government moved it? It was in the news. I wonder if SCS put it there.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Yeah, Mo and I, we drove on Route 66 for a bit in real life.
Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
We were down in Arizona or New Mexico, I can't remember which, but it was down in that area. This was back in 2009, so it's been a little while. I do believe this is the Mississippi River. Yes, sir. Officially leaving Illinois. I wonder what made them decide. What's up, Griffin?
Caution.
I wonder what
Please
made them
mind
decide to
speed.
go to Illinois before Mississippi to rebuild the Mississippi River. Because that first crossing is pretty special. I bet it's got to be Route 66. That was the deciding factor. thanks, babe. Don't pit maneuver. Yeah. If you guys recall, I used to drive this truck quite a bit. I miss this old truck. They could finish Route 66. Yeah, not just finish Route 66, but I got a feeling it was intentional to release it alongside of the legitimate Route 66 centennial birthday. I do believe it was intentional. With 80 going to the east. Yeah, I think it was intentional for the centennial update. I can't really confirm it, but I think that's also why we got the release date when we did. Right, I have a hunch it was probably ready earlier. Early you'd wake up, drive Route 66. Keep in mind, I don't think Route 66 is complete in the game. It's what we have today in real life, meaning it's fragmented. So you get a bit of it here, a bit of it there, a couple mile segments at a time. Gotta tag team it. Yeah, Route 66 could be a fun drive, but it would be slow. New York to LA. Yeah, we did New York to LA. Well, Mo and I did DC to Long Beach in real life. We made it there in 2 days. So it is doable. I won't say it was comfortable, but it is doable. We did DC, so Washington DC to Long Beach. And that was in 2009 we did that drive. And that was with her in her car and me in mine before smartphones. So we had our maps, everything printed out on MapQuest, and that's what we went by. So she was hoping and praying she didn't lose sight of my tail lights because she would have been lost. And all we had at the time was a two-way like walkie-talkie. So we each had one of those, and that was our lifeline. Yeah, at least she had a GPS. You should have seen all the MapQuest pages I had. My passenger seat, I think I had about 40-50 pages printed out next to me as we would progress across the country. I was just flipping through them. It's like, we're on this one now, we're on this one now. She would radio up. How close are we? Like about 35 pages yet to go. No, when we did a cross-country trip, we did drive on Route 66 for a little bit for the experience, but I mean, it was a couple of miles. That's right. Yeah, I drove, what, that was 2009 we drove cross-country, and I was in I had a 2006 Eclipse, and I think she was in an 06 Ultima, I think, at the time. So they were both pretty solid cars, but nothing fancy. I've been thinking about doing it again, but if I do it this time, when I do it in the Tesla. It would obviously not be doable in 2 days with a Tesla because of charging, but the intention would be to stop every couple hundred miles to let the kids experience something
Go
new.
straight on.
So I would map it out so that my charging points were all at state parks or scenic points, so the kids could get out and get 25-35 minutes at all the scenic spots across the country. Figure that would be good. I don't know why the missus does this to me. Brought me in snacks, sweet snacks. True road trip. Yeah, about the furthest our kids, well, the kids are typically used to about a 5-hour drive between here and LA. That said, they did come with us when we moved from Seattle to Vegas. That was about 18 hours. That was a decent little drive. I think they slept for most of it.
Turn left.
It's not the same anymore either, though. These days they all got their iPads, their leftover sushi. Not today. But these days they all got their iPads and their cell phones, and the Tesla has a screen in the back, so they got YouTube and Netflix, and you know, they got all that stuff in the back. They can watch it while driving. They can play games if they want. It's not the same. I remember the most entertaining game we used to have in our road trips was, you guys remember the little toys that were filled full of water, had the hoops in them, and you had to like keep pushing the button and get the plastic hoops to land on the pegs inside the water? That was like our road trip toy. Yeah. I don't know what they call that thing, but that was our road trip toy. It was that and the old Etch-a-Sketch, the Rubik's Cube. That was pretty much it. Slug bug, yeah. Favorite SUV? Oh, Tesla.
Keep right, and then
That's not a
exit
very hard
right.
one. Road Atlas, yeah.
Exit right.
Yeah, best SUV is Tesla, hands down. Now, if you exclude EVs, I honestly don't know. Probably a Navigator, if you want comfort. road atlas even though you had Google Maps.
Keep left.
Ten minutes on the interstate, you're out like a light. See, Michael, that's why you need a Tesla. You get on the interstate, and you don't have to be on the interstate. Mo uses it everywhere, but you get in the Tesla, you get in there with Mo. As soon as she exits the garage door, so she like pushes the garage door open button, right? Thing opens up. As soon as those front wheels pass the garage, boop, self-drive. And she's, that's it. And she'll put her hands back on the wheel once the car hits park. Do that on the interstate all day, every day these days. She's been bugging me to possibly get her own Tesla, so I don't know. We'll see. I might have to get another one.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Stanley Thermos things. What's a Stanley Thermos?
Exit right. Keep left.
The green thermos? Oh yeah, back on the old road trips. Yep. They had the what type of metal did they call it? It had the little rivets, the little divots in the metal. It was textured. It was a name for that. I forget the name of it. Yeah, those things lasted forever. That was the true working man's thermos. Pretty sure my my late grandfather, I'm pretty sure his thermoses are still there. Still got them. He had those things from the late 80s. They even still make those? They were such good quality, I figured they would put themselves out of business.
Keep right.
They're at Walmart.
And then turn right.
Stanley's still going.
Turn right.
You guys say Stanley reminds me of that game. The one where you wake up in an office and you're the only one there. And it's like a third person narrated story about Stanley and you're Stanley. Get the name of that game too.
Please watch the speed limit.
Stanley Cup. Well, I don't think that game's called Stanley Cup. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Yep, good old tolls. A little upset by change. Yeah, nowadays you either have the smart pass thing in your car or truck and you pay it digitally, or you drive through it and you get a bill in the mail. Right, that's a lot of places don't even have a physical toll booth anymore. For overspeeding? No, no. I gotta pull in and get weighed. No, for toll booths here in America, a lot of them don't have, they're just tolls you gotta pay for using certain roads. A lot of them don't have actual booths anymore, so you used to have to pull up to the booth and flick a quarter into the thing, or 15 cents, or 35 cents, or whatever it is, right? So you would always keep, you know, essentially a pocket full of change in the truck or the car, just to be ready for whatever toll booth you may encounter. Yeah, now everything is like fast tags, essentially, like the thing that I have right here in the center, right? Like that thing there. That's what majority of them have. But some of them don't even have booths. So if you don't have that thing, I just noticed, by the way, if you get tagged, it turns red. If you're green, it stays green. I didn't know it did that. So that little, oh, it's off now. I didn't know that light did that. Good to know. That's one of those things I guarantee you most people don't know. India, we have a QR code or a FRD tag. Like on your license plate, or is it something you get after the fact for your car? Like for the windshield? Welcome in, Nick. You said the DLC releases on your B date? Good little birthday present to yourself. Hours and hours of fun out of the DLC. The toll in the front windshield. Yeah, I don't know what technology they use. I assume it's some sort of RFID.
Keep right, and then exit right.
That they use in those things. They have them just about everywhere now. I mean, you gotta pre-register for them, and there's an account and things. You gotta set your credit card up online and all that stuff.
Keep right, and then turn right.
But if you go past one of those tolls and you don't have it, then they take a picture of your license plate and they mail you the bill, usually with like anywhere between $2 and $5 surcharge, since they had to mail you. So you'll pay a mail fee.
Turn right.
Music choices. People hate road tripping with me because the same music that we got playing in this truck right now is the music I play on my road trips. It's called The Sound of Silence. I don't really listen to music in the car.
Go straight on.
I just don't listen to anything. And being in a Tesla with no music, when I get out on the interstate, it's just glorious wind noise. Yeah, The Sound of Silence is right.
Go straight on.
You know, I used to be a big audio head. I used to install audio systems at Best Buy, and then I worked at a custom stereo shop for a while, and I did custom installs there. Used to be really into it. I had all the JBL or JL audio and all that crap. I had the big, like, 15-inch subwoofers in the trunk, and at one point went to 18s. Probably had like 60 or 70 tweeters and stuff in the car. Like I had everything, right? I probably had $15,000 worth of audio equipment in the car, and then one day I just stopped. I'm like, I'm good. I've listened to all the noise I care to listen to. Something about just sitting in silence does it for me. I really enjoy it. And I'm still out all the way back.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Is that why there's no game audio? No,
Go
I
straight
don't
on.
have music on the stream because copyright reasons on YouTube. Otherwise, I would have music for you guys. I
Keep right,
wouldn't make
and
you
then
guys sit in
turn right.
silence. But the lack of music is because of YouTube.
Turn right.
Yeah. There is engine
Caution.
sound,
Please watch the speed limit.
just not very loud ones since this is base game, no mods. But after Thursday, all the engine sounds come back because I'll have my mods back on. Yeah, copyright on YouTube is a real thing. I was working on a video edit earlier, and I was using sounds from them, from YouTube, from their own library, for a short. And
Get ready to turn left.
when I uploaded it, it told me that it was copyrighted by a Russian music group.
Turn left.
Like, okay, cool, but that's your own music. So I had to reach out to my YouTube contact
Get ready to turn
and
left.
get with them about that particular sound, and they had to go into their back-end systems and
Turn
things
left.
and remove that claim because it was their own music had been claimed by Russia.
Go straight on.
Where are we parking at? Looks like we're going all the way around back.
We are finished.
Nice neighborhood, yeah, right into a warehouse of some sort. Didn't even know Russia had music. I mean, they've got something, but there's a trailer here. I don't want to hit it. Here we go. Like a glove. Perfect. And then I said I would go back to Chicago. Oh, Truckee didn't like that one. Distance with no trailer. Whatever. Well, it's good to know that that's in the game. So Truckee did not like us driving without our trailer, but that's Okay, fine. I don't need to tow. They have awful drivers and accidents. Yeah. Let's see. Let me catch a little nap here. Fix the truck up. Text the missus real quick. She's probably going to bed. All right. So, someone said over here somewhere is the
Here we go.
Park It Like a Pro. Yeah. Unfortunately, Truckee didn't like it, but that's because we went and explored that state park. Truckee didn't like me for going without my trailer. That's fine. All right. So where is Route 66 then? So this is Navy Pier. Right. Here's our little Ferris wheel. Where is Route 66? The beach down here. Huh. There ain't nobody on the beach. Luxury apartments. Cedarville. When my streams are, it was a 10-hour one. Yeah, I've gone streaming for quite a while. So this is a depot. Perhaps it's over here. You see. It's gonna take you a couple of days. Let me see if I can just search it up here. Let's see. Let's see. They said Route 66 and ATS actually starts in California, Barstow, which I've been down there. I've seen that one. You got a hot dog Chicago style. Adam Street and Michigan Avenue. Let's see. Maybe it's Springfield. RC Cola. So we're just waiting on SCS's, well, I guess, not SCS technically, but that's Arizona. Okay, fine. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where this starts. Did you find Chicago State Lucky Field? No, I think just the Bears. Which was, I think it's this one right here. I think that's it. Right. Why is there, what's the significance of these cars? I don't know. That was trippy. Why is there a reflection of the... Oof. What I'm seeing in that reflection is not what's behind me. Chicago Navy Pier. Yeah, I don't think it's in Navy Pier here. What building is this? Some sort of a dome? Oh, we got 2D car models. We got a little track and field. There's the church. Champaign, Illinois. We'll take a look there in just a moment. I was looking for Route 66. So far, nothing. I do believe that's the stadium. So Navy Pier is up here. I don't think so. East Wacker Drive. They do have that in here. So you can drive all through this. This is the Undercity, or Wacker Drive, as some people know it by. And it is a very, very nice, very nicely done city. Trains. That's by the Chicago Stock Exchange. I feel like there was a camera point here somewhere. Maybe just on the other side of this. The Art Institute of Chicago. East Adams Street and South Michigan Ave. And that's what I read too. Unfortunately, they don't have them labeled. Gonna have to pull up Google Maps here. And we will find it. So that's Chicago. Historic Route 66. This looks like down by... What area is this? This is... Where's the address? This is Bloomington? Does that sound right? Route 66 Park. By Fairmont and Lockport? See. Okay. Start of Route 66. So the Navy Pier. Then that is the Memorial Fountain. So it's between the pier and the fountain. Okay. So somewhere around there.
Let's do this.
That. There's Chicago. So there's the fountain. Right. So Route 66 should be here somewhere. Probably right here if I had to guess. Is that underground? Surely they wouldn't start it underground. But it is around here somewhere. I do believe...
Never mind. I'll find a
What
new
was
route.
this one? This was... Oh, this is Chicago downtown. Goat Trophy for 1,000 jewels. Welcome, Epic. Welcome back, I should say. We were looking for Route 66, but I ain't having no luck. I know where it is in Chicago. Or not Chicago, in California. But we ain't had no luck here. Springfield, the state's store capital, to Chicago. So I think our best bet is probably going to be going to Springfield. Let's do this. I think if we find it in Springfield, we can just ride it out.
Finding a new route.
People headquarter in Chicago. For sure. Yeah, Kingman, Arizona. There's Route 66 down there as well. Google is not quite updated for Route 66. For Illinois yet? Just checking to make sure there's no hidden roads here. I think there is, but so we want to stay. Would be Champaign. It's going to be down here somewhere, I think. Doing that. Over to Springfield. I do recall seeing Route 66 down here someplace. I think there's a road that goes from here to Chicago. Pay attention to this fast travel point here. Termination of 66. Yeah, it is. And it depends on which way you look at it, I suppose. It could be the beginning or it could be the end of Route 66. There's Abraham. That's the historic business district, which you would think it would be around here someplace. That's 6th Street. Not seeing Route 66 yet. State Historic Capital. So, if we find the capital of Springfield, it's supposed to be right here. Not seeing any hidden roads. There's the equipment store again. There's your John Deere. Drone equipment over there. Again, I'm not seeing it. Assuming this is the capital. I would suspect it's around here. That's interesting. Well, chat, look for Adams Street on Michigan Avenue. Yeah, I think that's back in Chicago, isn't it? I don't know if it's even here. Like, and I've looked at all the other creators too. Nobody has found it. I would be shocked if it's here at all. Because again, they don't. Yeah, the new one is 55. Yeah, the one everybody's looking for is the old brick road. Yeah, like there's 55 there, but the beginning is supposed to be up here. And I do believe in game, I think this is a bridge. I'm pretty confident what I just marked as a bridge. Yeah. They don't have Lakeshore. They don't have the streets named per se. Jackson, Balbo, South St. Louis. Again, this is 55 here, the interstate. You would think it would be over here somewhere. I mean, you can just toss your truck over here and start driving, but there ain't gonna be nothing to find. According to Google Maps, it's like right here. Of course, this is not technically game map. You're not on game map until here, and here you're underground. You don't come out until you pass Undercity, Wackaroo, and all that stuff. And then you would come out on this bridge here. put you back on the interstate. I don't know.
Time to
I
hit the road.
assume they just don't have it in the game currently. Totally possible. So the features the start of 66 in Chicago and journeys through Springfield. That's what they say. Alright, take care, Ryan. Looking on... There's a video here. So there's Kingman. Then I do see a section here in Chicago. So there's simply a sign. It's by a glass circular building. A glass circular building. Whoopsies. So that is the only screenshot I have to go off of. This looks like... This kind of looks like it here. This looks like it. Right there you go. Ugh. Well, that took us forever. I was here the other day. That's it. That's what we get. That's what you get. Nothing special. You get a sign. All that for that, chat. Black lines. Which black lines? The stuff in the middle? That's tar. Yeah, that's patch. I guess that's the art museum next to us, and then that was where Route 66 air quote started. No signs as to where it goes from there.
And then turn left. Keep left, recomputing. Keep left, and then turn left.
Makes me wonder if they're gonna have some sort of special road or something done up for the cars,
right,
but they would have to change the
turn right.
timeline.
Turn right.
Have I played on iPad? No. You've lost more hair, right?
Okay, let's find a new route.
No, I honestly don't even have an iPad.
Caution. Please mind the
End. So over here's the end. And then we, whatever that says, right there's the beginning. So back there's the end, and right there's the beginning. There you go. There you go. So we have began and ended drop 66. Okay. All right. So the other thing I wanted to do, since we are in an international, before I end the stream, is I want to come back down here.
Let's go.
This is not where I mapped, but okay. This is where I mapped.
Reroute.
Seeing a Route 6 drive from Chicago to California. Yeah, we will do one at some point. It unfortunately will not be on the authentic 66, but we would stay on the route as much as possible and then try to stop at each of the sites along the way that's in the game. Right, that would be our objective. Probably make a video or a series of videos out of it, because it will obviously take some research. These things in game are not easy to find. And there we have it. There we have it, fellas. We have taken our international back to its home. We should do a screenshot there. What's the button for the screenshot? Not 0. What was it? Big screen, I think. Not big screen. F12, that's what it is. No, it's not that either. I know it's equals. That'll throw us in the camera view. Yep. We may not have no choice. I have to make do with this one. There we go. And then we'll do one with a good. And that skybox is foggy all day. Do a highly saturated image. Go with that. There you go. You're gonna bounce, catch tomorrow. All right, man. I mean, yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap it up here too. It's 1 a.m. here, and I got to get the kids to school in 5 hours. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. Again, big thanks to SCS for giving us early access. We have one more day of these streams, so we will be back on tomorrow to explore Illinois a little bit more. Give you guys the last sneak peek before you guys get the real peek on Thursday. And maybe tomorrow, maybe we do this in a Volvo. We'll see. So if the Volvo is out, we'll be in it. If not, then there'll just be more of this. So, all right, guys, take care. Have a great night, and we'll see you then.